and also Cam Sparks to return this kick. And Scott, we talked about how good the kickers are for both teams. Let's see if Elliot Arnold gives the Red Raiders a chance to return something. It's a line drive kick, and it will go out of bounds.
Little juiced up. Who calls his own plays is like, okay, we want to put some points on the board immediately.
And it's David Gabriel George who opens in the backfield. And it's George that gets the first handoff. And George, first down yardage out close to midfield. He goes to the 49-yard line before he's ridden down.
On that run, just made it look smooth, you know, just keeping his eyes up, keeping his balance, just kind of left, right. First down, Big Red.
Shakai Mills-Knight on a wing as they bring Sparks in motion. And McCallie shifts. Here's the give again. Gabriel George to the right side, and he's got it. See you later. Touchdown. Baylor strikes first.
Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, haven't seen a cut like that since Jameer Gibbs at Dalton High School years back. Was Jameer playing with the Lions, Detroit Lions. So here's a sophomore, and watch this. Boom, gives him that gift leg, as Johnny Majors used to call it. He is out to the house, ladies and gentlemen. That was impressive.
That he spent playing for the Chattanooga Mocs. Elliott drop ball the quarterback, and they will hand it off. They go on the ground and trying to break free. It was Keelan C. from Syracuse, Boston College, and others. Off play action. Here's drop ball to throw. And it's pulled in by Emmerich Bryce. And Bryce scampers for a first. Elliot Drapeau is thrown for 920 yards, 12 touchdowns, only 1 interception, completing about 63% of his passes. Jacob Lamontagne, the tight end, he goes to a wing to the right side. Here's the give straight ahead again to Siam. And Keelan Siam gets about 2 across
the year with 2 sacks and 3 tackles for loss. He has been a great player, number 4, the middle linebacker for Baylor.
Back on the ground again to see him, and once again the Baylor defense there to snuff him out as he tries to run up between the
defense.
Big third down here. McCallie picked up a first down earlier on this drive with Drapeau going through the air. Here he is off play action. Quick throw, incomplete. Pass was intended again for Glasgow.
Jamian Theodore with the...
Give me a little philosophy lesson while we talk.
He probably didn't. Well, I'm sure he knew. Because I'm sure that's not the only time he talks about it.
I'd say if I've heard it from Coach Potter, you can better believe that Joel Bradford has heard it. There's Shakai Mills-Knight for a couple.
Some of the other ones in the mix. You really got to look at these guys. This offensive line is enormous.
Here he comes again. Shakai Mills-Knight gets out close to the 25-yard line. Last time Baylor had the ball, they needed only 2 plays to go. Gabriel Georges in the backfield. And here's Cherry to throw. Over the middle, has a man complete in stride.
Cam Sparks.
It's Cam Sparks. First time we've called his name tonight. Big play potential out of Sparks. That is his 29th, 67 yards a game. Baylor with 51 on 1 play to take the lead. Here comes Cherry under center. They hand off, hit immediately. Soon as he took the handoff, Robert met him in the backfield, and Shakai Mills-Knight is stopped on a 4th down, and McCallie is going to take over with great field position.
Huge play. Watch this again. I mean, as soon as he touches the football, you're right. Philippe Robert for a...
McCallie wants to cash in after getting the 4th down stop. Back on the ground, inside the 30-yard line. It's Siam,
and then Joel Lowenberg makes a higher standard.
Siam remains in. 3rd down now for McCallie. Drapeau drops it off to the tight end Larrabee, and Ryan Larrabee knocked down at the 30-yard line.
Rice, one of their leaders on at his safety position, a senior.
So opposing offenses are only 2 of 12 so far this season against the Red Raider defense on 4th down. Here is McCallie on a 4th down. Drapeau, the lefty, fires in traffic, and it is intercepted. Coming down with a football is Jamian Theodore.
Wow, Theodore, and what a play. 6'160" from his cornerback position. It looked like they completed the pass for just a second. But no, Theodore strips it from him before he could hit the ground and comes up with a number 5 with a big turnover early in this game. Here you get another look at it. Really good throw, kind of, I guess you could say, behind him.
Both trying to convert on a 4th down. Here goes Gabriel Georges to the outside. Georges first down out to the 40-yard line.
If you're one-on-one with that guy, man, you can't get him. I mean,
a low snap, and here he comes again. Georges now to the 45, struggles out to midfield in the 50-yard line before he is finally pulled down there by.
And you got to make a choice. So I think his connection with Shakai Mills-Knight probably was a big factor in why he chose the red.
Hit in the backfield as soon as he took the handoff from Cherry, and he's knocked down.
He's the smallest, too, of the 4.
Two brothers played on the offensive line at Harvard, and of course, the middle brother in Carson is playing for the University of Tennessee. Here's Sparks on the end around to the far side, and again, it's Robert among.
Now, one will step up in, run defense, that type of thing, or if they have to cover a slot receiver.
Shakai Mills-Knight on 3rd down, stacked up, gentle there to finish him off. After he was hit and stood up initially, I believe it was Gabe Abercrombie was the first one in on the stop. Fisher French in there as well. Baylor scored on the 2nd play from scrimmage. That has been our only score so far tonight. And here is Drapeau rolling out, has a man, it's complete and out of bounds. Carson Lawrence made the catch.
You talk about a smooth release. He definitely could do that. Whatever he focuses on, he'll be good at it.
An empty set now for Drapeau. Left-hander feels pressure. He'll drop it off quickly and surrounded. Nowhere to go after making the catch was Keelan Seum.
That's
just inside the 20. It was a great punt by Sam Shutters on the last Baylor possession. Had McCallie backed up to their own 9. Drapeau again releases, putting it up, and it's intercepted for the 2nd time. Jamian Theodore with the interception for Baylor.
Wow, he is playing some football tonight, isn't he? Number 5, 6 foot, 160-pound junior. Theodore, super fast, and he shows you right here the closing speed on that. He looked completely like Keyshawn Thibodeau had the football.
So this McCallie defense that has played so well this year, they'll have their backs against the wall as Briggs Cherry brings them to the line with an empty set. Cherry guns it over the middle, complete. Sparks makes 1 miss, makes 2 miss, and he's surrounded and pulled down at around the 15-yard line. Give him the 14, and you see
room zone too. We got it all going on this play.
3 receptions, 32 yards. They throw again for Sparks, middle of the field. It's complete inside the 5, and this will bring up now a 1st down and goal to go.
Ground as soon as he could, but Sparks is just such an athlete. It's ridiculous at 6'3", 215.
Gabriel Georges will waltz into the end zone, and a touchdown for Baylor.
Huge hole in the middle for the man, I should say, David Gabriel Georges, and he gets the touchdown number 2 on the night. Let's take another look at it. You see that big offensive line. Their guys are so huge, it's ridiculous. 79, Cabe Osienda is 6'8", 320. Now it's big pressure because you cannot give it back to them with a turnover or great field position, this quick. So to see what they come out here and run will be interesting.
Here is Seum. And Seum is caught from behind, and he'll be ridden down, just bear hugged around his shoulders. And
not that those interceptions were really his fault. They were kind of just strip interceptions after the receiver caught it, but can't turn it over in this, that quickly. Got to have a possession worth your salt here if you're McCallie.
Seum finds a little crease, picks up a couple.
Number 26 for the Blue Tornado.
3rd down and 2. McCallie trying to put a drive together. And here goes Seum to the left side. And let's see, Seum, he's going to get enough from McCallie. Trailing Baylor by 2 scores. Drapeau will throw, feels pressure, and he goes down. He is Jaden Arenas Michael, wrapped him up around the ankles and dropped him.
Keaton Whaley, things can change quickly. especially if you have a great senior year. And then the transfer portal. We won't even start in with that.
Third down.
Picked
long,
up again.
It's intercepted again.
Guess who? Guess
Theodore.
who?
Pick six.
Have you a night, young man? My goodness, 3 interceptions, and we're not even 6 minutes. We still got 6:11 left in the second quarter. Holy cow! I wonder if he dreamt about that last night. That is thrown just right to him. I mean, that's not really a whole lot of effort. He's just Johnny on the spot. 6 foot, 160-pound junior, making a huge name for himself tonight. Points on the board for us, but how do we stop the bleeding on Baylor? You know, being able to convert on a turnover.
Drops it off to the tight end Larrabee, and Larrabee for a short gain out to maybe the 21-yard line. Well, it just feels like at the 17-yard line. Drapeau now back behind center. Out of the pistol. Lowenberg shows blitz. Here he comes. Drapeau. Incomplete pass.
I thought he did it again.
And here he comes. Give him 100 yards and more. Tries to sidestep the tackler at the 35, and he can't as Deshaun Tipton gets him to the ground.
Tipton, 5'10", 160, does get him to the ground, but not until, and you'll take another look at him. This guy is so quick, makes a little side step, steps the defender there, doesn't get.
HI Memorial first down. Baylor on the march. Cherry has a receiver. It's caught. This is Dotson. And Dotson stopped just shy of the 20-yard line. Will be enough for the first down. 2% of their third downs this season. Here's Cherry going for the end zone, aiming for Sparks. He made the catch. Did he stay in bounds?
In the end zone.
Well, the
referee
officials
needs to make a decision because that looked like he had at least 1 foot down.
Touchdown Baylor.
Wow. That is so impressive, and what an incredible catch by Cam Sparks. Again, the Chattanooga Dental touchdown. Let's take another look at it. This is a heck of a throw by Briggs Cherry as well. Right in the corner of the end zone. Boom. 1 foot down. You couldn't really see on that angle because there was a person standing in the way, but
Briggs Cherry wild.
The Blue Tornado to get points on the board. That way you can double up before Baylor sees the ball again. But so far with that Red Raider defense, that has been more talk. And there's some ghosts out there. Baylor's played so good defensively. McCallie's hearing a little bit of ghosts, and that's not good at all.
Theodore is matched up on Velade down at the bottom of your screen, and he's given Velade a little bit of a cushion. But he's shown he's got a quick break on the ball. Here's the give. Driving out to the 30-yard line. Play. McCallie's lone loss was to Gadsden County, Florida. A 4-point loss to a team from Florida. Drapeau will loft it downfield.
Great catch.
Complete across midfield. And it's pulled down by the tight end and Ryan Larrabee.
Wow, Larrabee with a tremendous catch, 6 foot 205, and pretty well defended, to be honest with you. But what a heck of a throw by Drapeau. Get another look at it.
Yeah, we talked to him this week about having all these guys here at Baylor that are being so highly recruited, including this guy here.
Jeez, the speed.
Caught from behind and finally pulled down is David Gabriel Georges. He gets out to the 45-yard line and a first down.
Philip Robert was the guy that stopped him, and he is lucky. That guy had some. Look at the breakaway. Once the contact's made, he keeps on going.
37 points. So this is an offense that is not used to struggling quite like this.
No, they're not, and struggle mightily how they've done tonight.
And here's the give and finding some running room. Sliding up between the tackles is Keelan.
Out the way they want to start out. Don't hang your head. You just got to put more steam on it.
Seam, and he is wrapped up by Lowenberg. Falling forward, though, is Seam for a gain of a couple, and it's going to bring up now third down and short for McCallie. And here is the give right into the line of scrimmage, and he is stuffed. It's a host of red jerseys there.
And it hasn't worked out so far for points from McCallie.
Opening drive of the third quarter, and McCallie to go for it. Drapeau under center, play action. He'll throw, complete. Larrabee, first down and more down the near sideline. Larrabee across midfield. He'll take it into Baylor territory.
That's what we're talking about. Keaton Whaley with the stop, but that's what we're talking about. Misdirection. Let that defense think that you're giving it to 26 and then roll the tight end out. Larrabee ready to pounce and just coming right at you.
Sixth reception of the season for Larrabee. Off play action again. Drapeau, middle of the field, has a man caught in stride. It's Tabateau inside the 5.
If Theodore doesn't stop, Tabateau gets the touchdown there. But boy, what a difference 2 plays can make. Not only that bomb to Keyshawn Tabateau, 6 foot 175. And here you get another look at it. Again, play action. Make them think that CM's getting the ball each and every time. Then bring it to another playmaker. You got a bunch of away from the goal line to make him just, turn around and hand it to him 2 or 3 times in a row. That's not going to work against this Baylor defense.
Carson Lawrence out wide to the top of your screen. Throwing for Lawrence on the slant. He's got it. Touchdown, McCallie.
And Owen and Eric Kimry's words ring true. You're going to get their best effort in the third quarter.
In 7 plays, you get Tabateau involved, you get Lawson involved, Lawrence rather involved. I think that constitutes success for McCallie offensively. Now it's back on this defense to come up with a stop.
No question. If you're walking through a desert and you get a sip of water, that's what you need, and they needed that score big way.
Chance to return it here for Sparks. And he gets out across the 25-yard line up to about the 27. Harry giving some instructions to his young running back. And here comes Gabriel Georges looking for a hole, and there's McCallie to close it quickly out across the third.
Georges down on the turf as fast as possible because he's such a difference maker.
Here he comes again, and he's got a hole. Look out. There he goes.
That is ridiculous.
69 yards. David Gabriel Georges for the 3rd time tonight.
I mean, we talked about it. Guarantee you Ralph Potter talked about it. Guarantee you Joe Bradford talked about it at the halftime. But when an athlete's an athlete and he gets a seam, just a little sliver of seam, I mean, he's untouched. We're talking about some of the best athletes in the state of Tennessee.
What he has been able to do tonight. And here's Drapeau to throw on first down. He's got time going deep over the middle and has his man far sideline breaking a tackle now. We've got a foot race, middle of the field. Look out. It's Tabateau. Tries to make the cut, and his feet go out from under him at the 20-yard line. 60-yard gain. Pretty
good response from McCallie. They're not going to lay down and take it. They get off the turf with a nice pitch.
Booth. The CHI Memorial first down. Now they're looking at taking more shots down the field. And here's Drapeau on the rollout. Has a man in the flats, drops it off at the 10 and out of bounds.
1st and 10. So they still can't get a first down without making a touchdown.
Here's Seam inside the 5. Seam driving those legs down to about the 3-yard line. He can get a first down at around the 1, maybe just inside the 1-yard line.
And that push from the offensive line was big time.
McCallie with a touchdown drive to open this third quarter. They give up the score to Baylor. Here come the Blue Tornado again. See him into the end zone and the McCallie touchdown. McCallie back on the board. That makes it 34-12. 6.5 to go. We're midway through this third quarter.
At least we're going for 2 formation.
Well, they tried this earlier, and they had some issues and had to settle for an extra point attempt that was missed. Here's Drapeau on the move, throws back of the end zone, incomplete. This is on your screen. He is in the slot. David Gabriel Georges in the backfield with Briggs Cherry, and Cherry throws, caught, spinning away from one. What a move by Joakim Dotson. And you see why Josh talk about a kid in the terms in which he talked about Joakim Dotson as the handoff goes to Gabriel Georges. And he's ridden down after a short gain. But he said that here's the give. Seam looks for a hole and finds it. Seam upended as he dives out to the 25-yard line. It was Colby Barrett
Got to have some passing game, but you got to have that big boy running the football too.
Drapeau to the flats, Larrabee, and he's upended after a gain of about a yard. Shooting through there was Tyler Rice. One by McCallie. And Drapeau again drops it off short. Here's Seam out of the backfield down the far sideline. And Seam brought down by, again, Alunga Bisalele.
He kind of dished David Gabriel Georges. He has he's carried the milk, if you will.
And here's Mills Knight. He gets to show off his wares inside the 20-yard line, and he's angled out of bounds at around the 17. 13 carries, 235 yards. Is that the total for David Gabriel Georges? Well, that's a heck of a night. Here comes Mills Knight again. He'll drag a tackle.
Beauty of the way the playoffs are set up in Tennessee. They could meet up once again down the road. This game essentially would be for home field advantage in the playoffs if both programs continue to win.
Mills Knight with a stiff arm. Hips a shoulder and out of bounds at the 10.
Kick has the distance, and that kick is good.
Whitwell with an interesting matchup tonight as they go against Bledsoe County. Here's Seam on the give out to the 25-yard line.
There, obviously, Sequatchie County, beat Marion and South Pittsburgh back-to-back. You don't hear that much, and you know what Marion County's got this year. So,
Drapeau to Tabato, and Tabato had first down yardage with his 4 out of Florida. Obviously, Tennessee, and they're going to face a team from Missouri coming up next, not next week, but the week after, as Baylor will be off next week. And he is blasted from behind. Pass was caught, and it was Alunga Bisalele that brought the lumber.
Talking about being physical, we mentioned with Alunga Bisalele earlier. He kind of shows you a prime example of how physical he can be.
That is a big hit against 36 to go. At their own 30-yard line following a McCallie punt. Cherry will throw. As his man, it's Dodson, and he's out of bounds across the 40.
He kind of understands the concepts of football and playing the quarterback position.
Mills Knight goes out across the 45.
He's going to be hard to handle. Already 6 foot 185, freakish talent.
And here he comes again. Able to run through one tackle before. No reason to hurry if you're Baylor. Sparks in a slot at the top of your screen. Here's the give. Wow. Gabriel Georges, a little stop and start.
In the effort, and then, come up with some sort of injury that nags for the next couple weeks and maybe heads into the playoffs. So you've got to be smart with that and take some time off the clock.
Gabriel Georges. And here's Shakai Mills Knight straight ahead. Knight with a first down run and more down to the 20-yard line.
All right, these two-headed monsters here are truly that, monsters. So, okay, we just put in Shakai Mills Knight, and he takes it to, running back tandem in America. There's your CHI Memorial first down for Baylor.
It's been a big day on the ground for both of those guys. David Gabriel Georges already over 200 yards. And here is Mills Knight. He's into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that was 20 yards for the Baylor touchdown.
First rushing touchdown of the night for Shakai Mills Knight. That is number 8 on the season as you get a look at it on the replay as Baylor stretches out the lead. And watch Mills Knight. Scott, I'm not sure anybody ever laid a hand on him. Colleges now, because of the having to defend against the run pass option, as Drapeau drops it off short.
When it's in the air is remarkable.
And there's the handoff to Chris Lloyd. First time we've seen Lloyd tonight. And did he lose the football?
Looks like they just stopped him on downs.
And Baylor will take over.
You saw middle linebacker Joel Lowenberg really be the guy that's kind of leading the charge, the celebration, if you will, number 4 again, an MTSU commitment.
They will turn it over to the backup quarterback and Ben Halevi. And Halevi will take the snap. They'll hand it off. And they are just going to get this clock ticking. Jack Ferguson on the carry. They just want to, you notch the win against your arch rival. There goes Ferguson again, a little stutter step, and he'll be wrapped up and dropped down. That was Christopher Lanier. Rather, as the clock hits 0, and Baylor celebrates a 44-12 win over McCallie as both head coaches try to find each other in the dark.
Ocean of humanity.
Yes.
Mostly dressed in red and white. It's running onto the field, and the celebration, you see the team shaking hands at midfield.